Welcome to The First Page, our video series featuring Thomas C. Foster, author of How to Read Literature Like a Professor. With Professor Foster as our guide, discover that the first page, first paragraph, even sometimes the first sentence of a novel, is the key for what is to come. The opening provides up to 18 important clues to the rest of the novel. Things like style, tone, mood, narrative identity and attitude, theme, and point of view are all here. So watch carefully as Foster delves into the first page of such HarperCollins classroom favorites as To Kill a Mockingbird, Their Eyes Were Watching God, and The Bean Trees. Love Medicine by Louise Erdrich.
Hello again and welcome. Here's one that's a little different. You know how sometimes you meet the main character right in the first sentence? That's especially true with first-person narrators, of course. But it's also far from rare with third-person narration. Nothing too surprising in all of that, right? What about if our main character is never on stage again after the first chapter? Now we have something. That's the situation of Louise Erdrich's debut novel, Love Medicine. The morning before Easter Sunday, June Cashpaw was walking down the clogged main street of oil boom town Williston, North Dakota, killing time before the noon bus arrived that would take her home. June, as we learn quickly, is an alcoholic willing to trade her plans for a free drink. Before this chapter ends, she will die in a freak snowstorm. The warnings are already present in this opening paragraph where she is killing time along the clogged streets. And the bus would take her home, a phrase with multiple meanings, as we see shortly. June is a damaged woman, a victim, among other things, of her own rough living, aged hard in every way except how she moved. That she meets her end in a drunken attempt to walk across the prairie after a tryst in a Chevy pickup truck is not surprising. What is, perhaps, is the manner of describing that end. The snow fell deeper that Easter than it had in 40 years, but June walked over it like water and came home. You may never have thought of walking over snow as if it were water, but maybe you should. This episode, after all, takes place in a chapter called The World's Greatest Fisherman, suggesting someone else who walked on water. Those various details, drink, snow, water, sexuality, Easter, redemption, resurrection, will recur throughout the novel. So will June. Although she cannot appear in the now of the novel, she is almost ceaselessly contested in that present. Her ex-husband, Gordy Cashpaw, her lover, Jerry Nanapush, her legitimate son, King, and her illegitimate son, Lipsha Morrissey, all seek something from her legacy, which finds concrete form in a black Pontiac Firebird that King buys with June's life insurance money. Way, way back there, 2,500 years ago or so, for those of you keeping score, the Greeks had a plan. Put the main character on stage first. That way, we'll know who matters most. They even bequeathed us a word, protagonist, meaning first actor. Very thoughtful, those Greeks. We still follow the practice of Sophocles and Aeschylus, plopping our main character on the page before any other presences can muddy things up. That's a service to readers, as it originally was to audiences. And if it is important to bring the star attraction up front, how much more so when she is not otherwise available? A huge amount of the plot and character development throughout Love Medicine hinges on June's life and death. Moreover, it is precisely her absence that matters. Were she alive and present, she would be a problem and a nuisance. In death, she is a driving force, causing questions of identity and inheritance, of love and allegiance, of loyalty and betrayal, of ostracism and belonging. She is the linchpin that ties together the competing clans of Lulu Nanapush Lamartine and Marie Cashpaw while being a direct descendant of neither. In a strongly matriarchal society, she is the vanished mother, the absconded goddess. It's an amazing role for someone so briefly alive, and one that she can fulfill only by being first in our attention.
For more information about the first page, please visit www.harperacademic.com.